So now settlement is just around the corner, and there's a few things we need to think about. The first thing is your final inspection. You're entitled to a final inspection of the property to make sure it's in the same condition it was at exchange of contracts. You need to make sure that all the inclusions that are marked on the front page of the contract are in fact at the property, and that any rubbish or exclusions under the contract are in fact not at the property. Most contracts allow for vacant possession of the property at settlement. This means that you need to make sure that there's no tenants or anyone else still living at the property, and there are no solid objects still lying around. Unfortunately, most of the appliances in the property don't necessarily need to be in working order under the contract. The items need to be in the condition that they were at exchange of contracts. So you probably should have checked when doing your first inspection of the property prior to exchanging that these were actually in working order. At this stage, it's almost too late because we're about to settle. So if you go to your final inspection and there's something that's not in working order, the best bet is to have a chat to the real estate agent and see if they can assist in this regard. Contractually, we don't have much grounds to stand on, but the agent has a direct line to the vendor and they might be able to negotiate something on your behalf. The next thing to consider is that sometimes delays to settlement do occur, probably almost 20% of the time. So this just means you need to be a little bit flexible. If you're planning to move into the property, we recommend being really flexible with your removalists. See if you can book them for maybe 1 or 2 days after settlement, just to give yourself a bit of a buffer. Sometimes delays occur when we can't even predict them. It might be something to do with one of the other parties, or a bank, or even another linked simultaneous transaction. Sometimes the errors can be minor and there are things that can't be fixed on the settlement day. We always try and avoid delays where possible, but sometimes it just can't happen. The final thing to consider is your funds for settlement. Most of the time you're going to have a mortgagee who's contributing a loan. Often you'll have some shortfall funds that you need to contribute yourself. The best bet at this stage is to have a chat to your broker or your bank directly. They might have an offset or linked account set up for you in which you can place your shortfall funds and the bank can draw on those at settlement. That's probably the easiest way. If not, we can organise for you to utilise our trust account so we can draw on those funds at settlement. If that's not possible, then you may need to draw cheques and get them to settlement on settlement day. The best bet is to have a chat to your broker or your bank. Please let us know if you have any questions at all and we'll let you know once your transaction is all settled.